Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Creation Station. It's so good to be back on YouTube and Facebook and wherever you guys see me right now. It might even be Instagram. This is a short little video about a very helpful technique to learning lyrics from the inside out, or remembering lyrics from the inside out. And the reason why I call it from the inside out is because sometimes when you are in performance, and you all know this, when you sing a lyric, then you grasp for the next line. Somehow you half remember it, and you come to the end of the line before, and you think, oh my God, where's that lyric line? Where's that lyric line? And you try to tee off the ending word where you just came from to get muscle memory engaged. That is sort of operating on the front of the consciousness. It's a heck of a lot better to work from the back of the consciousness. So instead of grasping for the lyric at the front of your consciousness, there's a technique to get them deeper inside. And that's a technique I wanted to share with you, which you can just simply add to whatever you do to remember your lyrics. This is simply done with a voice memo. I'm using iPhone's voice memo here. And the lyric is on an original song of mine that I wrote with the great Sharon Vaughn. You can see Spring Knows Its Way Back Home. And watch how the tape works. So here's the tape. Here's what it says. Lyric learning, spring knows its way back home. Snow lying on the garden. Notice the space that just went by. Here's another space. Peaceful, newly fallen. Followed by another space. It's easy to mourn the roses when they're gone. Okay, so with me so far? So let's see, this is a brand new lyric. You sit in your car and you're on a long commute, stuck in traffic. This is where I often, if I don't have to use so much brain power to operate the car and maneuver through town traffic or city traffic, whatever, then of course I won't do that. But if I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs and moving inch by inch, it's a perfect time where I might do this. Or on my way to my performance classes. Sometimes I do it there too. So the reason why there's a space before the first line is simple. At first, of course, you learn it like this. So let's pretend it's a brand new lyric, like I said. Lyric learning, spring knows its way back home. So I don't know the lyric. Snow lying on the garden. I'm just repeating, snow lying on the garden. Peaceful, newly fallen. Peaceful, newly fallen. It's easy to mourn the roses when they're gone. It's easy to mourn the roses when they're gone. So I'll do this, a couple times during the week as I prepare for the show. And after a while, you'll notice when you operate this and just work your way through the entire song, just repeat without thinking, without analyzing, just doing it in a byway so it can just sort of sink into your subconscious or in a deeper level of consciousness. Then these things will all of a sudden begin to show up the moment it says lyric learning, spring knows its way back home. Then you realize, first line was snow lying on the garden. That's what the space before this line here is there. So there's a space before it, and here's what you can then do. Lyric learning, spring knows its way back home. Since I remember it, snow lying on the garden. Snow lying on the garden. Peaceful, newly fallen. Peaceful, newly fallen. It's easy to mourn the roses when they're gone. It's easy to mourn the roses when they're gone. So now that I remember it better, and the memory forms itself sort of in my mind, almost in my speech department of my brain, if you will. Then you can preempt. That's what the space before each line is there, and even right after the title. Try to add this to your repertoire of how you learn your lyrics, and you may find that things become easier all of a sudden. This is especially important when you work in a foreign language. I do sing Brazilian Portuguese, and there it's extremely important that sometimes I might read the lyric and later on even translate the line. But here in this case, it's an English lyric, and you can create this on any voice memo application. And when you're done creating the whole song, it takes about, length of the song, practically 5-6 minutes, and you have your lyric learning file in the iPhone, and I usually store them in Dropbox so I can access them anywhere. That's my little tip for today. Please leave a comment and let me know how this worked for you. I found it extremely helpful, especially when you're touring and you're under stress. It's even more important to have the lyrics sort of come at you from a deeper level of your consciousness. That's it. If you like this video and it was helpful for you, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. There's tons of more videos coming your way from all sorts of aspects of making music and performing music, and also music technology. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There's a lot more fun coming your way. This is Stephan Oberhoff signing out from the Creation Station East, now just about a half hour south of Nashville, Tennessee, in a cool little community of over 5,000 studios and tens of thousands of emerging and well-established artists. It's amazing out here, guys. It's amazing. The community rocks. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Please stay creative, stay safe and healthy as we go into this winter. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.